If you want to know about Montessori and what this education system is, then you are at the right place. Hi everyone, my name is Ragendu and welcome to Parenting Trail. So let's get started with today's video. Let's kick off with a common question. What is Montessori? So Montessori is nothing but it's an education method of helping the child learn something. Okay. Now this was found by Dr. Maria Montessori. Dr. Maria Montessori is the first woman doctor from Italy. Okay, and she did not intend to educate children, but then due to her life circumstances she ended up working with children. Okay, so basically in Montessori education, the focus is not on teaching a child. Okay, so Dr. Maria Montessori firmly believes that you can never teach anyone, rather they have to learn it by themselves. So there are so many instances, right? Even in our school times, we just let's imagine from our first standard or say from our LKG till 10th, we were taught many things, right? Many subjects, many in-depth things were covered. But how many of them do we remember? How many of them is actually with us, alive with us or within us? Very less, right? So most of the things that we remember is something due to some circumstances or it could be because of your interest. So that's how it goes. But in Montessori method, we do not teach the child. There is no teacher who's coming and saying, okay, all of you sit down, today we are going to study ABCD 1 2 3 XYZ. Nothing. Okay, so Montessori is basically an education system wherein you go according to the child's interest and the child's flow. Okay, there are so many sensitive periods and there are so many things related to that. I'll be covering all the sensitive periods in the coming video, so stay on and ensure that you subscribe so you don't miss on any of those videos. So I'm just putting this in a capsule form for you to understand. If you see in a Montessori house of children, so that's what it's called. It's not called school, it's called as house of children. How beautiful is that term, right? Montessori house of children. It's just like a second house for the child to come and be. So they do not feel restricted. There's no a teacher figure over there. And the more fun thing is the teacher, or we say the adult. Okay, we say the adult in the room uses either their name, or we call them in Indian Montessori house of children, you see them calling auntie and not ma'am. That is mainly because to fill that connection. When you call someone ma'am or teacher, you put them at a higher pedestal and you tend to have that gap. But when it is you address someone as auntie or you address them with their name, you tend to be close with them. So that's why most of the house of children, they call the adult by their name, or say addressing them as aunt or auntie. That is again a beautiful way to connect with the child. And in Montessori houses of children, you would not see someone teaching the child, you would see someone observing the child. And one more thing is you would see mixed age group. It's not like 3 years old are put into one section, 4 years olds are put into another section. No, that's not how it works. So it could be 2.5 to 6 years old, everyone in a single environment. Okay, so that is again very beautiful, because that's how we live in our society, right? We do not live, okay, all the age group who's within 30 live in one side, all who's above 40 live in another side. That's not how we live. We live with all mixed age group, and that's just exactly how a Montessori house of children would look like. So you'll have all mixed age group, and you see that the adult need not be there always for the child. They can always walk up to their peers too. Yeah, they can walk up to the older child, they can say, can you help me? And even the older child, they need not even ask help for the older child. The older child just walks in and they're ready to help. Okay, that's how we have seen houses of children work. That's really beautiful. Then that is another beauty of Montessori. So the thing is, the intervention of adult is very, very, very minimum. Now you might think, how would a child learn something if there's no adult and if someone's not teaching them? What is this? Right? So that is where Montessori method comes into play. So Montessori method, mainly Dr. Maria Montessori believes that a child is highly sensitive to learn through his senses. Okay, we'll discuss about types of senses in the next video. So the child is highly sensitive to learn through their senses. Now let's come to I'll give you an example. So when we studied chemistry, how was it taught to us? H2O together becomes water. Now what is H2? What is O? I don't know. I have just by hearted it. Please do not ask me other chemical equations because I don't know. Okay, so the same reason, I don't know. I'm just mugging it up. I do not know what it is. Rather, if someone had taken up a step in showing how some chemical is and mixing it with the other and how it changes, I am 100% sure that I would remember it forever. But that did not happen with me, sad, but that's okay, right? So here in Montessori method, the main focus is to help the child learn. We do not teach, to help the child learn by himself using their senses. Yeah, using all their senses. That is the beauty again. So no one needs to teach, okay, see there's a difference in height here, see there's a difference in depth here. Nothing. The child automatically learns. They internalize it and they carry it throughout their life. That is another beauty of Montessori environment. Next thing is, you would have seen that small children start writing very soon. But in Montessori method, we believe that writing comes in the later part of the child's life. That is after 4.5, 5, when their hand is ready to write. And within this period, that is 2.5 to at least 4, 4.5, the child is given so many activities in the house of children that they prepare them for writing. Yes, so it's beautiful how the step goes from starting with off with the basic and then taking them to the other level wherein their hands are ready to write, and there are so many activities that involve movement, up and down, rotation. There are so many activities, so the child can internalize and understand all the movements, and no one need to even show him that they can write beautifully. And one more thing that what we have come across is Montessori House of Children uses cursive writing and not printed. We all were taught slanting line, sleeping line, that is A, okay. So, but in Montessori it is continuous cursive, and you have to see the beautiful handwriting the children have over there. It's just because they have got enough practice of, movement with their hands using all the activities. And one more thing, like I mentioned before about activities, so that is how children learn. There are set of activities and there are so many materials that are used for the child to learn. So material is the first help for the child to learn. Okay, so material, the child takes the material and the child works, and that is how the child internalizes and the child learns by himself. Adult doesn't say, see, this is the color, this is the change, this is how it goes, this is how you can see the change in length, you can see the change in width. No, adult doesn't intervene over there. Adult just presents an activity and the child can accept it and understand it, and they would learn it later. Another beauty of Montessori method is the adult never forces a presentation to a child. Rather, we offer presentation. How beautiful is that word? We offer presentation. Yeah, so we walk up to the child and we ask, see, I want to show you something, would you be interested, or would you like to join? And the child would happily accept it. And if the child rejects, we respect their rejection. If the child says no, we'll be like, okay, that's okay, then okay, fine. So that is another freedom the child has, freedom to choose. How rarely is it given to a child, right? Freedom to choose, that is very rare. So freedom to choose is another beautiful thing that happens in Montessori environment. And freedom to move around. In our LKG, UKG, my LKG, UKG classes, I still remember, if I would walk around the class, the teacher would get so upset, she would get angry, she would take her stick and she would hit on her table and say, all of you sit down, right? But in Montessori, it's the other way around. When a child is sitting for too long, we are concerned what's happening. Rather, we expect the child to move. That is the age for them to move around. So they have the freedom to move around in the environment, and they have the freedom to even talk to their peers. They have the freedom to choose what they want to work with. Okay, now generally we term whatever the child is doing as play, but in Montessori what we think and what we accept is that whatever the child is, they're working on building themselves. Yes, they're working on building their own personality. So the child is not playing, rather I would say the child is working. So the child has the freedom to choose what he wants to work with. How many of us have the freedom to do that? How less freedom is given for a child at home when compared to house of children. When the child goes to houses of children, they have opportunities to choose their work, choose their presentation, if they want to accept or not, choose the materials they want to work with, even choose the mat that they want to work on. They have a choice. They have a choice, and that is an important integral part of their development. When they have given choice, you see how a person develops their own willpower and their own confidence to another level. Okay, so that is another thing. So all these are small I'm just giving you a small capsule of what a Montessori house of children is. Now let's get back to Montessori at home. So this is Montessori house of children. I really want to discuss about Montessori at home, and the how we can develop Montessori and at home, and what all you can do, what all you need to do, what all you don't have to do, all those. So if you would like a video on that, please do let me know in the comments. I would love to do a video for you, and hope you like this video. If you do, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Until then, bye bye.